I got 99 problems, but I feel bad for you, son, because I got 99 problems, but KC Lynbrook. What up, KC? Yeah, I'm up, man. I see you up too. What's going on, KC? I guess it's gonna be me and you in here. Oh, Brittany, what you doing up, girl? Yo, if y'all on live and y'all hear something go like this, Sharice, what's up, mama? Aaron Reed, what up? If y'all hear something like this, yo, Brittany, open the door. Stop playing. You know I was coming over. Yo, Mr. Jinx, what up with you? Brandy Bell, Sadiq Coleman, Charles H. Rogers, Elvis, Brandis, Bron Solo, Lawrence Jason, Aaron Reed. Who's that? Auntie Eva, Roger Bosley, Will Matt. Oh, y'all in here, man. Y'all ain't had nothing to do? God, we know why Brittany up. Tell us, Brittany, don't play. Whiskey to Don, what up with you, boy? A1 Hip Hop TV. Yo, Dana Jacobs. Look at her. Sending love from Houston, Texas. Angela, what up with you? Bridget B. Bridget gave me them purple hearts. And she gave me 10 too. Thank you, Bridget. Kenneth N. out there in Portland, Oregon. What up with you? Smoke Cloud. Got a lot of people. Oh. Boss MVP was and Bridget B. That's where it stopped at. How y'all doing out there, man? Listen here, man. I hear a lot of people out there is hurting in Jackson because of Deion Sanders deciding to leave. I had a conversation with Deion way back in the day, and I talked about what we talked about in my book. Today, Friday, I still sold some books, but it was the lowest I've sold since it's been out. So I don't know, they're not taking the EBT cards no more. I think that's what it is. Or people getting ready for Christmas. But anyway, Q Rock, what's with you? I told you I was going to tell my story that I didn't tell fully in the book. And I waited late night. And I ain't know all y'all was going to be in here. Hey, Nat S. Kimmy Riles. What's up with you, Kimmy? Peace. Yes. Charles H. Rogers II. What up, Q's? What up with you? So I want to get y'all my take on what I felt about Deion personally, because I look at Deion as being an icon, a hero, innovator, educator, a mentor, everything. You know, Deion has my blessings, but let me tell you why, and why people shouldn't be upset and mad with him for what he did and his choices that he's making. I'm going to try to read some of these things. Jack Lawrence says Deion made a huge change for those schools and his student athletes. Yes, he did. Very much so. All right. Now, let me just give y'all my thoughts right off the bat. we as indigenous people, we as what you want to call blacks, Americans, black indigenous people, or black Indians that are indigenous, what they call black Americans. Hey, E, what's up, mama? Shay J, we letting the niggas take over. Got your book, Eve? Thanks, mama. We letting the niggas take over. Now, Deion came there with a dream. And within 2 years, he fulfilled that dream. To me, championship team, attendance up, new schools, supplies, football supplies, shit that they never had, redid the stadium. When you take something like that, and you take a person like that, and you have to honor that. When I said we as indigenous people has let Negroes overcome something that's great, because it's different than it used to be. We have let these Negroes take over. We as indigenous black people we let these Negroes take over something that we should cherish. Deion Mofat, James Lawrence. Did you know that Deion Sanders' sons was getting robbed down there in Jackson? It used to be a time when we knew somebody that was doing stuff for the community, somebody that was doing stuff that was great for all of us. If they family members was walking the street and somebody tried to do something to them, we as indigenous and black people and people that was about the community, we'd be like, yo, Lefty. We'd be like, yo, that's Deion's son. Nah, bro, don't do that. Bridget B, Jasper Brooks, Shay J. We'd be like, don't do that, that's Deion's son. Your kids can't even wear nothing nice because somebody want to pull a gun on them. Did y'all know that was happening to his kids? Did y'all know that he was taking his salary because the school wasn't paying his coaches what they needed to be paid, and he's taking his salary and helping pay for the coaching? We let these Negroes, Jemiah, Shackelford, we let these Negroes take away our morals and our principles. They winning, bro. You see how the kids is cursing on the buses in front of grown folks, elderly? You see how disrespectful they are? Don't care what come out their mouth. See, we can't use the word nigga or negro because they won't, you don't get paid for the live anyway, but they'll strike you from the ads. You understand? So I gotta say Negroes. We letting them win. Because we have somebody who did something that no other person has done with his type of prestige in the athletic community. He took his time. He gave his time. He gave his time. I don't care if he was looking to go to someplace different or whatever. I don't care about that. That man gave his time. Bridget, it ain't society. It's mostly we as a people. We've lost that, Bridget. And we letting these Negroes win. Yo, that's Deion's son. You can't, man, I'm letting you stick him up. The gangsters, the robbers, the thieves, they had morals back then. There's certain people they wouldn't rob, steal, or take from. Especially if it was somebody who was doing something good for the community. That man came to do something good in the community, and what they do? Steal his credit cards. They vandalize his shit. The wolves wouldn't keep the wolves off. The wolves got to know how to check the wolves. When we was on the block, kids didn't rob and steal and take from the elderly who used to walk home from work. You bet not. Yeah, Kim, he did. And what's happening right now? Society, we as a people, we step back and we don't say nothing. When I see kids like that, and they doing like they acting like that in the store and they cursing, I was like, yo, keep it a buck. If your mama was standing right here and somebody was cursing in front of your mama, you'll want to fight them. Act like your mama was standing right here. Stop being disrespectful, man, when you see elderly people around. Bron Solo, am I right, brother? Kids and elderly people was off limits, man. And people that was doing stuff in the community, you didn't mess with them. You didn't rob and steal and take from them. You didn't let nobody else do it either. They ain't said nine to Brett Favre for stealing them. Yeah, man. Yo, the Jackson, we on something different right now, bro. Glad for your input and everything like that, man. Hey, Miss Dickinson, you put them damn babies to bed, huh? Hey, Miss Dickinson, how you doing? Hey, Sabrina. Yeah, they lost Sabrina, but they know better. You would think if somebody know better and you got a prize like Deion Sanders down in Jackson, he could be anywhere in the world. He could be anywhere in this country. He didn't have to be in Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson got a football history. Walter Payton. NFL got the Walter Payton Award. Doug Williams. I think he was the first black quarterback to win an NFL championship game. But he was at Grambling. Doug was at Grambling, but it was an HBC school. You got the wide receiver, Jerry Rice. HBC got a lot of history in the NFL. But none of that history ever came back to a HBC and said, I'm going to give you my time and I'm going to coach a HBC and bring attention to this university. Deion gave him that. What up, OG Patrice? What up, mama? See, they always tell me that, Aaron Reed, they ain't no different. They walk, they talk, they breathe air, and they bleed. What happens is nobody want to take the time to check their ass. When these little niggas always say, when you try to talk to them, and I said this 1,000 times, the first thing they want to say less, say less. No, nigga, you need to hear more. We got to keep talking to them till they get it. Michael Strahan and Shannon Sharp, they was from HBCs too. A1 Hip Hop TV, facts. These little niggas don't know consequences. They ain't know if you on the playground and getting raised, coming through the playground. They get raised up on the internet. Because in the playground, you know how to shut your mouth when you've been told to shut up or put your dukes up. You ain't running to get no gun. In the playground, you learn who to mess with, who not to mess with. Came from Alcorn State University. I got a story about Steve McNair in this book too. He came from Alcorn State University. We got an educated chat over here, brother. For real. Jay Carter, what up with you, boy? Brandon. Come on, Brandon. Did I have a bodyguard, Deion? Come on, man, Brandon. You ain't got my book yet, Brandon. You just told off on yourself. Thought you had my book, Brandon. Wow. Wow, Brandon, I thought you had my book. What up, Q-Rock? Dennis Bradwater? Shanita Scott? Yeah, I came on live, Shanita. Finally caught me, huh? Hey, Latanya Dominique. What up, mama? Good evening to you. So now, Deion Sanders. You got Dr. Umar Johnson. Everybody want to come out on him and stuff like that. You know, listen here. If that man give Jackson State or any other university, HBC, 10 minutes of his time, they should feel blessed. They should feel blessed. All this, I thought he was going to bring up other NFL, other NBA players to HBCs, and they was going to start doing it. Yo, bro, He's not the savior for the HBCs, schools. They need to get that administration, those people. I went to a HBC and I said, nah, yo, prison food, accommodations was like I was in detention centers. Now, it may have changed over the years, and I went to two. I gave two of them a try and messed up 2 years of my eligibility dealing with HBCs, Alcorn State and Alabama State. Messed up 2 years of eligibility dealing with those fools. So I'm talking about what I know. The people who make it and make millions and billions of dollars, and they don't come and put money into that. Salute to your uncle, Ruru. I never bodyguard. I was doing bodyguard work at his club for somebody else, dog. But we had a discussion, and I'm going to talk about that, Brandon. Just messing with you, man. Ooh. They ain't going to build on that, though. See, that's what about. See, when somebody teaches you to fish, you become a fisherman. He's taught you to feed yourself. When somebody teach you to hunt, you become a hunter. You learn how to feed yourself. Sometimes somebody gives you a job, you become a worker. You learn how to work to feed yourself. And that's what the people need to do. It was enough time when if black folks and educators wanted to come down there. When Deion went there the first year, people could have started putting money into different schools, doing things like that to raise the HBCs. No, they waiting on the government. Instead of investing in the properties, investing in stuff that can bring back money, they waiting on the government grants. They waiting on philanthropists to come in and donate some money. Hi, Consuela. What's going on? Jay talking about that Aggie Pride. North Carolina A&T. I know my schools, right? Right? North Carolina A&T. Exactly what I'm speaking on, bro. Now, I'm not going to keep y'all long, man, because I know where she at. Oh, she gone now. Oh, she gone now. Okay. I knew she wasn't going to be in here long. Somebody, I think I heard they were. I think she got that knock, y'all, and she gone now. She was one of the first ones there. Who's that? She was one of the first ones in the chat, y'all. Brittany Marie was one of the first ones in the chat. Talking about, hey, Gene, threw up a heart. And then we heard that. Brittany! Yo, Brittany, you know I'm out here. Open the door. I don't care who you looking at on YouTube. Yeah, boy. She gone now. I'm just going to look at Gene until that nigga start knocking on the door. Yeah, but I got me a Bridget B in here. Hi, Bridget. Bridget, I got you in here now. Boot Brittany. Boot Brittany, Bridget. I'm going with the B's. Anyway, so let me get to this. Today, Deion saved the Dallas Cowboys. Be like Brandon and get your book, y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. It's a good read. Let's show these people that we do buy books. You know, they gave this white guy $62 million to do, no, $6.2 million to do Murder, Inc. He got on national television and said, well, we had to do a documentary because the culture don't read books. He had the nerve. He don't know nothing about our culture. But he got on television and said, we as a culture don't read books. So they had to do a documentary so we could see that lies and that garbage they was talking about. You know, some of y'all was in the television too, the ignorant box like this. Because y'all come and hit me with those lies. Elvis S., what's up, boy? Cowboy Nation, Danny in the house. Yes, Bill Cosby was one of the people who promoted HBCUs. She got a vice president went to one, and I don't see nothing that she came back and helped raise no money and start building up that whole system. And she's a sorority girl, AKA. But her hair is already done. Her hair is always done. My man said he was trying to get my book on Oprah's book club. I bet if she read it, she'll like it. So now, like I said, the day Deion Sanders saved the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I told the story about me and Deion in this book. And I kind of intentionally left out the part what the whole spiel was about. Can anybody who read my book on here right now, is anybody here who read my book? Let me just ask that question first. What up, Reese? Is anybody on here, you know, before I get an answer, before I go on, I want to know. So I'm waiting for the thing to come up, the new comments. Has anybody on here read my book that got to that point past the Deion Sanders story? Damn. I got all these people in here and nobody read my book. Wow. Aunt Eva, she's still reading. I got dirt on Stedman. I ain't got dirt on nobody. All this be having to do with my life. I'm telling my life stories and stories I've had with people. And if they call that dirt, sorry. Mo, you still reading it? Mo, I thought you said I could come read you a chapter. Jokes. I'm sorry, Mo. Mo, please, Mo. It was a joke, Mo. Please do not have that nigga come over here. I am not Mo. Tell him I be playing all the time. All right. Nobody got to that chat part? Troy, what up with you, boy? Yo, Troy still always talking about how good he could cook, and he ain't set nothing up for I could come over there and dust his ass off real quick. You ain't playing. Troy, I got you, man. I'm gonna make you look bad in your own spot. I'm talking greasy right now, Troy. That's how I'm going to be because I got my Deion Sanders, my prime time in me right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm about that prime time showing up. Adam Sandler, we already had Kirk Burrows on the live. Told the whole story. Where you been at, bro? All right, Santa gonna get you the book, okay? But listen, Deion Sanders, when I met him, dressed to the T, he was giving a party at the club. It's, like I said, it's in the book. And if you see in the book, one of the top football players, he was actually the MVP. He was the MVP of that Super Bowl. That year they won the Super Bowl. His name was Roy Williams. Anybody tell me the year that they won the Super Bowl and Roy Williams was the MVP? Tell me the year. Listen to me, because I got to send off another book too. You have to say you have to send it on the Instagram. I was the first one who said the year and who was the person. I gave you the person. Tell me the year he won the Super Bowl and he was the MVP. It's got to be the correct year, y'all. Some people saying 95, somebody not saying 96. Who was the first one? Jack Lawrence said 95. He said it at 1 o'clock. Troy said it at 1 o'clock. Let me see which one. Where's the phones at? Where's my phone at? When was Roy Williams the MVP of the NFL Super Bowl for the Dallas Cowboys?
Here's an answer from DallasCowboys.com. He was named MVP of Super Bowl VI and inducted into the Cowboys Ring of Honor in 1983.
All right. When was Super Bowl VI?
Here's what I found.
No, that can't be right. When did Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl with Deion Sanders?
1 sec. Here's an answer from Wikipedia. During his career, he was named to 8 Pro Bowls, received 6 first-team All-Pros, and made consecutive Super Bowl appearances in Super Bowl 29 with the 49ers and Super Bowl XXX with the Cowboys, winning both.
Okay. When was Super Bowl 30?
I found this on the web.
I don't want to see that.
No one wants to battle the IRS, whether for unpaid taxes, penalties, and interest.
Siri, what was Super Bowl 30?
Here's what I found.
This is... I'm trying to figure it out, man. Can somebody help me? They saying 95. Latoya said 96. Let me see if Jay Lawrence was the winner. Jack Lawrence, you said 95. I'm trying to see. What date was Super Bowl 30?
I found this on the web.
I can't see it. January the 28th, 1996 was Super Bowl 30. Who's the first one said 96? You can't say two of them, man. I'm not doing that. I'm going, Jack Lawrence said 95. Then, Akpo, you said 95 or 96. Can't be that. Then Jack Lawrence came back and said 96. So Jack Lawrence did win. No, you was wrong at first, Jack. Get out of here. Let me see who said 96 first. You was wrong, folks. Akpo, you was wrong first. Oh, Reese. Reese was the first one that said it right. I'm looking at here. Everybody had their one shot. Jack, you said 95, but it was 96. Akpo, you said 95 and 96, which cancelates you. Jack Lawrence came back and said 96. You already had your shot, Jack. You only get one answer. You only get one try. The first person that said 96 was... No, Reese. You said 2008 at first, Reese. Nope. I'm going to see who said 96. Dwight Hall. The Michael Jackson Super Bowl. Wow. Dwight Hall, you was the first one that got it right with your first answer. Was it Larry Brown or Roy Williams? Who was the MVP of Super Bowl 30?
Here's what I found.
Let's do this together. I'm trying to figure this out. Siri, who was the most valuable player in the NFL Super Bowl 30? Somebody said
I found this on the web.
Let's go. Y'all gonna figure this shit out with me. I don't care. If you don't like it, bye. So who's that? The first person who got that? They said Dwight Hall. Go to my Instagram. Put your name in, Dwight Hall, your address, and where you want me to send this book at. All right? And yep, where you want me to send this book at? I'm trying to figure out who was the MVP. I'm gonna get this right. Who y'all say the MVP was? It's either Ron Brown or it was Ron. You said Larry. Somebody said Larry. Larry Brown or either Roy Williams. Which one was it? D Nice said it was Larry Brown. Siri, was the Larry Brown the most valuable player for the NFL in Super Bowl 30?
I found this on the web.
I don't think it was Larry Brown. Cornerback Larry Brown. Okay. It was cornerback Larry Brown. He was the MVP. Siri, who was the Dallas Cowboy roster for Super Bowl 30?
Here's what I found.
I'm looking at the roster. He ain't on the roster, y'all. How was that? I'm looking at the roster. He ain't on the roster. But he said they saying he won the MVP. Can somebody explain that to me? That's the whole roster. That ain't 65 players. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't even see his name on here. Let me see if I see Deion Sanders. I don't even see Deion Sanders' name on here. Where am I going wrong with y'all? This shit is crazy to me. He was a free agent with the Raiders in '96. Reese, you going to bed? You got tired of me? Bye, Reese. No, thanks, Reese. Q Rock said the last Super Bowl with Dallas Cowboy was '95. But why they said in '96, Q? This was Sirius saying. Siri, who won the Super Bowl, NFL Super Bowl in '95?
I found this on the web.
The 49ers. The 49ers won in '95, Q Rock, January 29th of 1995. Dallas Cowboys won in '96, bro. Siri, who won the Super Bowl in 1996?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia. Super Bowl 32 was an American football game played between...
That was '97. Siri, who won...
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, listen, Tramp. Siri, who won the Super Bowl in 1996?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia. Super Bowl 31 was an American football game between the American Football Conference, AFC, champion New England Patriots, and the National Football Conference, NFC, champion Green Bay Packers to decide the National Football League, NFL, champion for the 1996 season. The Packers defeated the Patriots by the score of 35-21, earning their third overall Super Bowl victory, and their first in Super Bowl II.
So who won Super Bowl 30, Siri?
I found this on the web.
Siri, who won the NFL Super Bowl 30? God damn.
Here's what I found.
Teed up at the 30, and Super Bowl 30 is underway. Spins to Williams at the 11.
It was Super Bowl 30 was the Dallas Cowboys and the Steelers. We know Dallas Cowboys won. I don't know. Super Bowl 30 was January. I guess they dated back. I'm confused right now. Dodge J, what are you talking about? Dallas beat Pittsburgh and Super Bowl 30. But we know the Cowboys suck. Yeah, that's my brother's team. Yo, Siri always be listening. Anyway, let's get to the story, man. I've been holding on this so long now. So we all in the green room. And I spoke about this. And now that I'm confused, I'm not going to say the name. I was going to say the name, but the story is in the book. But I know he was the MVP. Because Deion said it was the MVP. He said that man just won the MVP and all his accolades would have been taken from him. Everything that he had of the Cowboys would have been stripped from him. And Deion Sanders stopped this man from making a grave mistake in front of all of us. Some of y'all don't remember this, but back in the 90s, we had something called a videotape. Some of y'all wouldn't know what a VHS tape is or was. And I just had one upstairs. But we had a videotape. It was bigger than this iPhone. This dude comes in Deion Sanders' green room with a videotape in his hand. And he got ready to put it in Deion Sanders' VHS recorder that came on this big TV that Deion had in the green room. And Deion was like, yo, what's that, man? What's that? He was asking Deion for permission to play the tape. So Deion was asked him what was on the tape. And next thing you know, Deion like, nah, man, no. He said, not unequivocally, hell no, you don't want to do that. No, take that, we not having that. Deion made it clear. What was on that tape was a group of Cowboy players with a bunch of white girls with Cowboy jerseys on, and they was having an orgy. Did y'all hear me? It was a bunch of white girls with Cowboy jerseys on and a group of black men having sex with them. A big orgy. Deion refused to let him play that tape. Deion had enough sense to know that that would ruin all those guys' careers for the Cowboys. I questioned Deion. Me and Deion had a conversation with after all those guys left out the green room. And I asked Deion Sanders then, I said, I remember Debbie Does Dallas. Deion Sanders said to me, he said, I love Dallas. I love the community of Dallas, and I love what this organization stands for. Some guys could be doing 100 on the highway and get pulled over by their police department and they show their NFL card, if they're not intoxicated, everything is fine, they'll let them go. He said if that tape ever get out and somebody sees it, it would ruin the whole respect that the Dallas community has for the football team. If he knows what I know, he'll get rid of it. Bill Wilson. You hear me? That would have been very scandalous. When Deion said that and he stood in front of all those guys, because those guys was, yeah. Deion stopped that shit and said, nah, you ain't going to do that here. And if you know what I know, you're going to get rid of that tape because that would ruin everybody's career and the respect that the community has. Deion was a man's and is a man's man. He give his life up for his teammate and his family. He thinks about the community. He thinks about what other people going to feel first. That man gave his life up. And he risked his life going down there in Jackson State. When they should have been uplifting themselves and the community while they had him. They want to downrate them, rob his kids, damage his property, steal his property. It wasn't all bad, but it sure in the hell wasn't all good. He gave his time. When people start criticizing and saying what he should or shouldn't do, like Michael Jackson, be that man in the mirror. What have you done? What have you contributed? Yo, thank y'all for giving me this hour to give you my thoughts. Y'all be good. This has been Big G from Raw Deal Last Big Night. Cooking and conversation. This cat is crazy. Jinx, come here. Come here. Come on. And me and Jinx. Jinx. Say bye to the people, Jinx. That's a damn shame I got a cat that come when I call her. Y'all be good, man. Deuces. Say bye, Jinx.